You have done enough.
No, I'm sorry, but you have done enough.
Facts.
You have done enough.
Agree.
It's crazy, right? Because when it comes to Cara, Cara is a very interesting person. She's somebody that, from my understanding, a lot of people don't like her. And I'd argue that it's predominantly mostly women that don't like this woman. Because obviously you can see here, Gino decides to, pop up and intrude on this conversation that the ladies are having among themselves. And of course, naturally, they're talking about Jasmine and Gino. And Jasmine's obviously letting it know, obviously, how she feels. Gino obviously catches wind of it, doesn't like the fact that she's talking about him, and therefore he feels the need to come out while he seems to look drunk as well, and pretty much says, hey, I don't want Jasmine talking about me. I don't like that. I don't want her to badmouth me in any shape or form, okay? I wanted to keep her mouth shut about me. So, of course, this is how we get to this point here where Gino, of course, does simply say,
No, I'm sorry, but you have done enough.
Facts.
You have done enough.
So obviously at this moment in time, obviously, Jasmine is the one that said to Gino that you've done enough. Just leave me alone to have a conversation. Stop trying to come out here to control the scenario. Stop trying to control everything because I know you feel the need to have power over my life. So of course, Gino says what he says, and then Cara, for some reason, gets her 2 cents and she goes, yeah, facts. I mean, listen. Whether it's fact or not, it cannot be ignored that Gino allowed this to happen. Gino's the one that stuck around. Gino had every single power to say no to marriage, every single power to say no to visa, every single power to say no flat out. But he stuck around. At the end of the day, everybody told Gino on the last season of The Last Resort, do not accept Jasmine's proposal for an open marriage. It is her excuse to cheat on you with your permission. Gino ignored everyone, especially Rob, who was heavily vocal about it, completely ignored it, went along with it, and then obviously Jasmine went about her business and then broke the rules. And of course, even before the rules were broken, this is what led to Gino kicking Jasmine on the street. So of course, naturally, if she has nowhere to stay, where's she obviously gonna go and stay? She's gonna go and stay with the man that she was sleeping with, the man that you gave her permission to sleep with. Okay, now we can talk about the fact that Jasmine probably was sleeping with Matt before the open marriage thing was a thing, but there's never been any evidence to support that. So we can only talk based on the evidence that we have. And the evidence that we have is that Gino openly accepted allowing Jasmine to do this, despite the fact that everybody told him, don't do it. So Cara can sit there and say facts all she likes, but Gino's the one that decided to allow this to happen to himself.
Agree.
Did you tell everybody that you're a cheater?
Yeah,
and
I'm
that
a
you
cheater.
cheated?
Elizabeth, I'm a cheater.
Did you tell everyone
I
that you
think we
cheated on me
know.
before?
The maddest part is that part too. Cara's like, I think we now. Well, Cara, the same woman that admitted to cheating with some guy back in the day, the same Cara that spent the whole season being paranoid that Gemma was cheating on her, and then Gemma was paranoid that she was cheating on him. I don't think Cara really has to say when it comes to this conversation about infidelity. It's best that she just stays quiet. But instead of staying quiet, she's obviously making herself very vocal and very outspoken. This is the thing though, sometimes some people just don't know when to hush their mouth. Some people feel the need to always want to have to say something. Why? Because they just enjoy being other people's business. Which, that's exactly how it feels.
You used me for a green card, you fraud.
This woman just had a baby? Can you please not?
It's crazy because, naturally speaking, I would sit and say to you, you know what, I love what Elizabeth just said. Why are you out here chasing a woman that just gave birth? Leave her alone. Let her get a breather. Okay, she's going through shiz. The only problem is that when Jasmine was pregnant at the last tell-all, Jasmine didn't give a damn about herself being pregnant. She was more than happy to go and attack Rob, more than happy to allow her blood to rise. So really and truly, it's a bit of a sticky one. Now, I will say this. Anyone who's respectful, regardless of how Jasmine behaves, they are going to be like, you know what, let me not do this to her while she's going through this. Anyone that's respectful will do that regardless of how she behaves in a hypocritical way when she's pregnant, okay? But then at the same time, other people will be like, you know what, if she wants to give certain energy when she's pregnant, well then she should be in a position where she's ready to be taking it even after she's given birth. Because at the end of the day, why is it okay for her to treat other people how she wants to treat them when she's pregnant compared to how people want to treat her when after she's given birth, if that makes any sense? So really and truly, it's one of those situations where I wouldn't be surprised if people were like, listen, just because she's giving birth, it doesn't mean Gino can't stand his own ground and give a headache because she will do exactly the same thing that he's doing. Some people will look at it that way. But then some people look at it as, well, two wrongs don't make a right. Are you a sheep? Are you going to follow someone else's lead? So it comes down to which poison you want. Do I think there's a wrong one in this situation? Maybe not. But again, it's all really subjective.
Let's have some respect.
Don't tell me about babies. She just had a baby, okay? She's had a baby a long time
She's
ago.
going through hormonal.
And to be fair, I can understand Gino's frustrations about don't tell me about babies because Gino was the one that wanted to have a baby with Jasmine. But then at the same time, he wanted a baby with her, but yet he wouldn't sleep with her. So everything with Jasmine and Gino is just not simple. You know, it's not the everyday type of scenario. It's very hard to want to say things that are common sense, relatable, because anything that I can say or anything that anything that we could all say, there's always that part of, yeah, but Jasmine did this though. But Gino wanted that though. But then Gino did this though. But Jasmine wanted that though. There's no foundation of balance between these two. That's why really and truly, can anyone be wrong to be Team Gino? Can anyone be wrong to be Team Jasmine? Can anyone be wrong to just not give a damn? And can anyone be wrong to just sit back and be like, you know what, I ain't team nobody, I just want to enjoy the drama. You see what I'm saying? But hey ho. I do understand that obviously Libby is speaking from a mother's point of view. She's obviously been through this experience, so I understand why she wants to obviously be vocal, which to be fair, I respect it.
Thinking you will never understand.
Hey, how about what I'm going through? Because you seem to be very pro-Jasmine right now.
Your approach is not it, Gino.
What about what I'm going through right now? Like, you don't know how I feel. Oh, man. You know, I would love to sit here and do the typical, it's so annoying that men's feelings aren't heard and all that kind of jazz. You know, why can't we express ourselves and be heard, blah, 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 blah. But this isn't one of those type of situations, in my opinion. This is one of those type of situations where it's a point-scoring game. Jasmine wants to score some points, but Gino wants to score points over Jasmine even more, especially if he is actually drunk in this scene as well. So, of course, his mind is thinking all about himself and how he wants to leave the conversation with him looking good and Jasmine looking horrible. But just to give you guys a nice little stink at the beginning here. Hold on a minute.
So, Jasmine, you talking about me?
Gino, we're having a nice night. Let's not ruin it.
Can't and you always read it.
Please.
I'll tell you later. It's okay.
She's not talking. We're having a nice time.
Well,
I mean, to be honest with you, whether that be true or not,
I just heard from the guys and everyone in there,
having girl talk.
and the girls.
Don't listen to Georgie.
We're having girl talk.
No, she's
No, I don't
mostly
see- I don't
hurt.
see-
let's highlight two things here. One, people out here snitching. Boys and girls are out there telling Gino that Jasmine's talking shiz about him. So this is how you know the tale is about to be drama, because everybody's looking to snitch on everybody. So this is going to be fire. That's one thing that I want to point out. Second thing that I want to point out is earlier on I made another video regarding Jasmine talking about Georgie and Darcy and how their relationship's pretty much done and it just shouldn't be a thing anymore. And it's funny because this is a perfect example. Darcy's first reaction is, don't be listening to Georgie. She automatically assumed it was Georgie that went and told Gino. And then Georgie goes, but I didn't say anything. And that is crazy, because then it shows you the lack of trust between Georgie and Darcy as well, which is why they shouldn't be together. This whole literally scene is actually jam-packed with just a lot of madness, you know what I mean, that we can really dig into. But again, it does make me excited for the tale. And to be honest, it's been a long time I've been excited for the tale.
No,
Do you want to join the conversation, or you're going to stand over us?
no, I just don't want her talking about me, that's all. I don't
But
appreciate
Gino,
that.
you can't control that.
Boom, bam. But you cannot control that at all. That is true. He can't control that. Whatever Jasmine wants to say, she wants to say. Whatever Gino wants to say, he wants to say. Now, of course, at the same time, though, if somebody talks ill about you and is making up lies, 1,000% you have every right to want to stand up for yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? But this isn't about that. This is the fact is, Gino just doesn't want defamation. He doesn't want his character to be damaged. That's why he's out here saying, I don't want Jasmine saying anything about me. I need to make sure everybody knows that I am the good person in this situation. I am the one that got scammed. I am the one that was cheated on. I am the one that lost everything and used because of this woman. That's what he wants to be known. Ah, man, the power of the drink.
The only way for him to feel better, to continue destroying my life, is
You
making
destroyed
me
my
look
life.
like a piece of
And we'll leave it right there. Well, actually, no.
exactly what I'm
And-
talking about. Don't sit there saying
Go
destroying
ahead,
my
go
life. You
ahead,
destroy-
And we'll leave it right there. As I said before, Jasmine is very aware at this moment in time that Gino's just out here to score points. So she's gonna leave the scenario and just let it be. You know what? It is what it is. Nonetheless, though, we're definitely gonna dive in even more deeper, obviously, once the Tail Wolf Part 1 comes out. So make sure, of course, you're here for that. Subscribe, of course, if you're new to the channel. And also on top of that, we'll be doing a live stream probably on the Monday as well, straight after the following Monday, obviously after the Tail Wolves obviously come out. And then obviously we'll talk about it on the live stream as well. But yeah, I'm expecting something to be very jam-packed and crazy. But nonetheless, though, the question is, are you looking forward to it? And also, are you Team Gino? Are you Team Jasmine? Or are you Team, I just want to enjoy the drama? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.